Streaming. I am streaming. Streaming has begun. The stream is live. I think sound works. I just... yeah. Alright, good. Sound is working. Video is working. Posting go live things. I'm gonna try one thing for a little bit longer, then I'm gonna start, because I know for the weekly I want to be able to do this somewhat consistently, and I don't know if I can do that very consistently yet, but I want to give it a go. Not that. That was too early. I want to be able to get this key. And then immediately fly back up there again without being dead. It's kind of nice to not be dead. And that's what we're aiming for today. The monthly is gonna be weird, but it'll be fun, I'm sure. I should add the goal to this in a second, actually, because it might not be immediately obvious why I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So that will be done in a second. Nope. It is a bit fiddly, this, but then it is not exactly how it was intended, I suppose. This might kill me. No, wow. Okay, you actually have a lot more room for that than I expected. Because I was trying this, I don't know, a few weeks earlier, and I was not getting it at all. But now that I practiced it a bit, I think this actually is fine. Which is good, because it's useful sometimes. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Am I dead or not? I am dead. Okay, so it's not perfect. This might come up in the monthly. I know it's going to come up in the weekly, so I would really like to be able to do this somewhat well. If not, then there's plan B, but plan B just kind of sucks. Just kind of let go mid-jump and then you should be good, right? Yeah. Alright, I mean, it'll probably be fine. I'm gonna just add the goal to the screen because I feel like otherwise it's gonna look real confusing. Goal. Why is this center alignment? It's not. It's aligned to the left. Why is it in the center then? This is not how left alignment works, OBS. Whatever. Claim one bottom. Oh, that one looks bad. Claim one. Bottom goal, then reach top. That gets very small. Is that fine? It's probably fine. It's very small. Why is it so small? Why is streaming so difficult? Maybe if I do this. How readable is this? You know what? That's fine. This'll do. Okay, yes. That goes there, that goes there. Okay. I'm gonna get started. This one's a bit weird, but I like it because it is a bit weird. I don't know what save file I'm deleting. I'll be honest, I need to be a bit more careful with my save files because I was trying to practice something earlier and I had no save files beyond a certain point in the game. I need to have one that just has done everything and just keep that one forever rather than just keep deleting everything I see all the time, but that's fine. Anyway, today we're doing the monthly bingo first. As you can see, we have 3 objectives here. Get 1 unique life up heart, 1 cap checkpoint, 1 brutal fight. All of these are available in the first couple of minutes in the game. First this one, then this one, and this one. You have to pick one and then make your way to the top. You cannot do the other 2 once you've decided. I don't know what to do because the goals that are above these are not all gonna be the same. So hopefully I'm lucky and this is just gonna work out. I don't know what the best goal is gonna be because obviously I don't know what's gonna be up here. Getting this one would give me the most time to think about what to do above. But also it doesn't really matter because after this there's a long cutscene. So I might go for 1 brutal fight just for the sake of it's technically the last thing you could do, and maybe that's the mind game that we have to deal with. Hello, Crow. Hello, Cranto. I'm just gonna give it a go, and hopefully this works out. I don't know how long this is. I think it's like an hour or something for most people. And then people that have done it once before know what's coming up, and I think when you know the route, you can do it in like 30 minutes, but I definitely don't know what's coming up, so we're probably gonna spend at least an hour on this. Probably a bit more if I had to guess, given the times of other people that are around my skill level. But we'll see. I'm just gonna give it a go. First order of business is getting out of Cap Kingdom. Which is unchanged. I have actually been practicing quite a lot. I don't know why, but I suddenly have this urge to just only play Super Mario Odyssey and nothing else. So I'm hoping that that has been helping me out a little bit. You won't see it here. It's mostly just tricks that are kind of useful sometimes. So I'm hoping some of those things come up, and I'm hoping that I can do them immediately because I am not like 100% consistent, but at least I sort of have an idea how some of these things work now. And slowly but surely, we can go from below average to average, and that is an exciting milestone to reach for me. Get frog. Anyway, I'm gonna skip the life up heart. I'm gonna skip the checkpoint. I'm just gonna go for the boss fight. And I'm hoping that works out. I'm hoping that the mind game of doing the last goal to get is the right one. There is a chance the life up heart is better. I don't know. There's the checkpoint. I'm ignoring it. I'm hoping that there's not going to be a goal for Captain Toad. Because that is possible. And since I didn't get the checkpoint, it means that I would have to go all the way back up here again, and that kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that that is not the case. There we go. And that is a brutal fight done. There you go. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? We can't leave this arena, unfortunately, so I can't just jump down and get the checkpoint. So we're gonna go back to Cap Kingdom once we're done with Cascade. That's fine. It is the funniest choice of goal, to be fair. And I was kind of worried about it. I was considering getting just the checkpoint instead because it would lower the chance of this happening, but at the same time, that's pretty funny. So I can't really be too mad about it. It's fine. Now, I will say, in terms of Ascend, I am not very good at Ascend, I've realized in the last few times I've tried it. I consistently prepare for the wrong goals. I will say at some point it would have to work out. You would think, after preparing for the wrong goals long enough, eventually they should show up, one would assume. I have unfortunately not yet experienced that happening though, so maybe today will be the day. I will say, yeah, Captain Toad is really the worst possible goal to show up there, because it really doesn't give you anything to, like, try to do right now, which kind of sucks. But it's fine. We're gonna make it work. Because part of me wants to at least grab maybe some purple coins here or something like that, but... okay. That definitely was reaching that, yeah. That was definitely a jump that was making it to this platform, and that's where the cutscene started. Okay. I've arguably practiced that a bit, just because it shows up every run. It honestly works like 1 out of 10 times for me. I don't know exactly what the distances you need to have for this thing. But I get it wrong frequently. I don't know how to tell. It's fine. This is actually going alright. Now, I will say, I'm not gonna get Cascade Captain Toad, and it would be really funny if that's the next goal to show up. If it's just gonna be a series of Captain Toads where I have to backtrack every time, it would be pretty funny, but I think it's just so unlikely that that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna worry about it. I probably should have gotten a life up hearts, the Cascade one, but I would have had to walk around quite a lot, so I don't really love that too much. Alright. Wow, that actually made it. There's this little spin jump that you can do once you throw your cap, catch it, and then press A, and honestly, I was not aware of that being a thing in the game for the longest time. And that little spin makes certain things just barely possible instead of fully impossible, and it's just, life's full of surprises like that with this game. Hello, Rolf. Welcome to the monthly Super Mario Odyssey bingo. It is going adequately. It is going sort of how I expected so far. I mean, Cascade actually went a little bit better than I would have expected, but in terms of specifically the goal that I was hoping would not show up, showed up, and that's kind of rude, I think. I'm just hoping that the next goal isn't like beat Metro Kingdom, because I would just like to have like a little bit of guidance about what the next thing's gonna be. I wonder if the goals on the side of it are gonna be something I can do, or if it's more things I can't. Because in this one, the blank goals, just sort of the empty spaces, are just roadblocks rather than something you can actually do. And I'm excited to find out how this board is laid out, because I assume you can't just walk your way to the other goals. But I don't know. Anyway, second go around of Cap Kingdom. This time with a hat from the get-go. I should talk to you, I guess. Skimming the poison tide, hidden amongst the push blocks, and secrets of the frog pond. That's 3 different sub areas. There is a goal That is to ask that bird where moons are, and then going to collect those those moons rather. And I need to get more into the habit of just talking to the bird. Just for the sake of maybe I'll accidentally grab one or two of those, because otherwise it's just kind of a hassle to get those moons later or talk to the bird later, and it's just extra stuff. I was kind of hoping that it would be moons that I could sort of grab on the way. Unfortunately, they were not. I can grab the life up heart now, so at least, so that's nice. In case that shows up, and it's just kind of so much on the way that I might as well. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that it would be moons that are sort of in the same sub-area maybe, but it's 3 different sub-areas that the game decided to give me, so that is unlucky. It is random, I believe, which moons talk to the bird tells you to get. There we go. And it's a sheep, and it's Koopa Trace walking. So both of those are in sand. And I guess I'm just gonna get both, honestly, because they're not... Like, neither of them are really out of the way. There is another blank goal up there, which is just blocking my path, unfortunately. But at least they're both in sand. At least those are 2 goals that I can do in the kingdom where I'm gonna have to go anyway. So it's fine. It's okay. If ever there's a mod that just removes those little cutscenes of Cappy talking to you, I would be so happy. I need to find a way to actually play mods, but that's a separate issue that I'm gonna ignore. But God, it would be nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab these. Bird, come back here. I should plant the seed as well. I feel like it's unlikely the seed is gonna come up just because 2 sand goals just showed up, but I'm just gonna do it anyway in case. Because if I do have to wait for that, that's like awful. You. Dancing, that's the... Desert gardening? Alright, good. Among the 5... Wow, those are 3 like just awful moons. There was one of the seed moons, not the one I just planted, but one that's like a seed that's way further away. There's a cactus that I honestly don't even remember where it is. And the third one, which I don't remember what it was, so... I saw it, I completely removed it from my head as even being an option, so... I'm just hoping that that's not going to be too relevant. Should probably get some money. Which I might just do right here, since I can... that one's kind of far away. Should I go back to town? We'll find money in other places. I can maybe clip my way into the Sphinx room. I have been messing that up in various ways lately, but maybe we can make it work. I will say I should probably just beeline for the goals, now that I'm thinking about it, because the more information I can gather, the better, and honestly we're pretty close to Koopa Trace walking anyway, so there's not really a reason not to just do this immediately. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go. Ugh. This is not going to be a pretty circle, but I think it'll be okay. It's sort of round. Anyway. Blink. 8 sand checkpoints. I don't regret... I don't regret anything. Going for this immediately was the correct call. Because that is a lot of sand checkpoints. I got that one. I guess I'm just... Oh god, hang on. I'm a little turned around. Don't mind me. It's tempting to still go for the sheep moon. just because it's there and it's pretty easy to do. But I'll worry about that in a minute. Mario. Okay, we're going this way. The ice platform has decided I am not worthy this day. Thus, we shall go around. Okay. I'm gonna at least try to clip into the Sphinx room just because I want to have some more practice with it, just in general. That was... because that sometimes happens. And I also just sort of struggle to just start hanging off the ledge weirdly. There's a lot of like weird little finicky bits to it where I kind of just want to get better at it. This is not really the time, I will admit. I don't know if there's a better way of doing that, but it is what it is. It's fine. Give me that. So one time I fell into like the abyss here. I have managed to accidentally just not enter the room, but just clip through the wall and get back in inbounds again. That's not great either. I think that was fine. It just took way too long. Anyway, I need to get me some story moons because I need to get to 8 checkpoints. So we're just gonna beeline for some checkpoints here. First, the one down here. Around here, there should be one as well. Along with a story moon, which I'm tempted not to get, because I'm gonna get a lot of moons here anyway. And I'd rather not look at a long cutscene for a story moon that I don't really care about that much. That was long invincibility. It was also like an unfortunate lineup of bullet bills. That was just disgusting. Oh my goodness. Don't even look at me right now. Am I allowed to be there? I guess if you haven't done the monthly, probably not. Because it does give you some information. I just grabbed this by accident. It's up to you. I don't really care that much. I don't think anyone's gonna be super troubled. Good luck to you too, JD boy. Whenever you do this. Where am I going? I should get the sheep moon. I need to actually... I am so turned around. I need to get the checkpoints. So I need you to come out, please. I'm gonna get Jaxi, because at least that's like a pretty decent way to get around. Okay. Because I'm assuming in terms of moon count, I'm good. I should be fine. Jaxi, please. Talk to me. Jaxi? I was trying to talk to the man and he's just jumping. Alright. How many checkpoints am I at? I'm at like 5, something like that. I know there's one still on the next story moon island. I think the last moon I'll get is the like sheep moon. Is what I'm thinking. From here we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sounds right. 7's gonna be at the sub area, I think. I think that's right. I'm always a little bit messed up when it comes to where the checkpoints are in this place, but it's fine. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Come on. Sheep, sheep. That's one. This is probably not worth it. I feel, but again, with the way the board is laid out, there is a chance that they just put a blank goal above the 8 checkpoints. It would be mean. It would be a very mean thing to do. But it's possible. I just want to know how mean they are. I also always forget that third sheep. It's not in a place where I expect it. I'm not happy about it. Sheep. I'm gonna grab this. I feel also this is probably not worth it, but ground pound moons might show up. If note moons show up, I'm sort of screwed. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because I have not gone for any of those yet. But we'll see. 18 lake moons. Oh, so you can actually make your way there as well. 18 lake moons is insane, but yeah, 18 is a lot, actually. So that's probably not gonna happen. I think 60 and I would have been fine. 18 feels like everything. Anyway, I'm hoping that I can do this jump. I forget how difficult this is, because it's like it did not do the spinny. I don't think I even remotely needed it, if I'm being fully honest, but I wanted it. That is like the one thing for me when it comes to doing this sort of spin midair. That I need to be aware that doesn't. You gotta be ready. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 checkpoints. 25 lake regionals. That's a lot more reasonable. 25. That's actually kind of a lot as well. Ooh. Ugh. Because that's half of them. That's half of them in Lake Kingdom. But 18 lake moons is terrible. Like, normally you need, I think, 8 to leave. So 18 is like a lot more. Yeah, you need 8 normally to leave. And I can think of less than that. I can think of less than 10 extra moons to get. There's like 4 in sub areas. There's a shot moon. 2 timer challenges, 2 note. No, actually 18 is very doable. It's just that it would take quite a while. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. I'm just gonna do Lake semi-normally and also get some purples, I guess. I think I know where a decent amount of them are. I think over there. Ah, I was really trying to make that work. That didn't look right. Come on. There we go. There's 3 here. I want to say there's a couple behind this box as well. Or is it just regular coins? That's just regular coins. In that case, I don't want to say that. No, wait, is it here? This could be something. Yeah. That's 3 more. Ugh. Fine. Alright. Back we go to here. I kind of forgot to even get a moon. That's just sort of here, so I should probably do that real quick. I should learn where all the purples are in this kingdom, because it is also just one of the smaller kingdoms in terms of purple coins. I didn't want to do that. And I think it would probably be worthwhile to just sort of know where stuff is here. Because this does feel like a kingdom where I just sort of have a lot to learn still. That's cool. Down here. Maybe I'll try and get 18 moons. I mean, I'm just sort of on the way. Trying to get stuff here anyway. Might as well collect a couple extra moons while I'm at it. I think, yeah, 3 more purples there. Is this purples as well? It is. I don't like that very much. I don't like swimming as Mario. It's one of the most miserable things in the game, if I'm being fully honest. You'd be surprised how much faster a fish swims than Mario. You would think Mario is the quickest swimmer, but he is decidedly not. Anyway, give me these. And there's like a few more up here, and then there's some behind us thing. Like this is actually going all right. Maybe I do know where the most of the purples are, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. At least 30. Alright, what we got? We got 4 wooded sub-area moons. I feel like there's not even a chance that going for the lake moons is worth it. So I think what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna fight the boss actually and then leave. There is, I guess, technically a chance that I might have to come back here, and then it would just be nice to have the boss defeated. I feel like it's incredibly unlikely, but again, it's a bingo board. Anything can happen up there. I feel like I'm surprisingly lucky with what I've been seeing so far, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm a bit worried because the times that I've seen people get is like an hour something. I'm pretty high in the board right now, and I feel like something's about to go wrong. I'm gonna get 2 wooded sub-area moons regardless, because they are just on the way. And then the other 2 are just... I guess I have to do a little bit of work to unlock those, but I mean, it's still, like, it reveals quite a lot of the board. It reveals what's above 18 lake moons for fairly little cost, I would say, so... I think this is fine. Wooded, 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 wooded. Wooded, wooded, wooded. Give me something good in wooded. I don't know what the other sub-areas I'm going for. I guess I could do Rocket. Rocket kind of sucks, though. We'll see. I don't need to buy a moon, because I'm gonna have enough moons by the end of this. With all those sub-area moons either way. I guess I could skip the tower. I am very worried about how the rest of this bingo is gonna go, though. I will say, there's still so much chance for backtrack misery or just a dead end that I can't do anything with, so I'm just sort of hoping that's not gonna be the case. Yep. I really need to learn how to do that nut clip there. It's just... I just haven't tried. I just have not even tried learning that. But it also It's scary to learn a trick where you have one attempt in the run to do it, and if it fails, you just lose. But also, it's a trick where if you do know how to do it, then if you do it right, you don't... Well, if you do it right, you gain time, and if you do it wrong, then you're not really losing time compared to doing it normally, so... If that makes sense. I'm sure it does. You're smart people. I have also gotten better at doing the sub area, and really it's exclusively because I do a little dive at the start. And honestly, that's the only difference I've made to how I do the sub area, but it just feels so much quicker. Just doing one little dive at the start. Anyway, that's 2 sub area moons. So that's nice. The other sub area is like way up ahead, so I'm hoping that will go fine. Yeah, if I don't do the tower, then I'll need to get 1 extra moon. It could be the ground pound moon. That's near the rocket, I guess. Yeah, there's actually plenty. There's a lot of moons on the way to that sub area, so I could just full on skip the tower for sure. I just need to make the jump, which I will try exactly once, because it is kind of a pain in the butt. I also hope amount of captures isn't going to be one of the goals, because I have not been capturing things. So I'm hoping that I didn't need to capture that piranha plant. Because if I do, that's a problem. Because I don't know even where the next piranha plant is going to show up, if I'm being fully honest. Luncheon? Like, it's going to be a while before the next piranha plant shows up that I can even capture. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so if I can just do this. That's not what I wanted. Nope. Also no. This is like very fiddly to me. But it does skip having to do that entire tower section if you do it right. Because you just go to the boss immediately. Hello, Dark Cake King. Welcome to a strange bingo board that is going suspiciously well, and I'm waiting for it to fall apart. But so far so good. With this, it'll unlock access to the 2 wooded sub-area, or the 1 wooded sub-area I still need. I could do the rocket, I guess. Because it is the first sub-area you run into, and I honestly don't even know what other sub-areas are in wooded, if I'm being honest. So maybe I should just go for the rocket, because it's just right there. I'll be honest, I am happy with how this is going, but I just feel like something's about to show up that's going to ruin my day, just based on the times that people have gotten. But we'll see. Let's go here, get a tank, somehow take damage. I need to get 1 more moon. I actually don't know what... I guess I could get the Goomba moon. That's the quickest moon I could get. If I'm gonna get the Goomba moon, I might actually just get the... I'll be honest, I just don't want to do the tank sub or the rocket sub area, so maybe I'm actually just gonna move ahead a little bit. And go here instead and just hope that this sub area isn't too bad. There's a moon right there. Behind the rock wall. Alright, so what actually is this? Because I don't remember. Is it? Oh, it's this one. That's fine, I guess. I think that's somewhere there. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's at least not that difficult. It's just gonna take a minute because I don't know if there's like fast strats for this. Button. Do I have to use the same tank? Oh god. Oh no. Tank? Thank you. Okay, that's good to know. I need practice with this so very. Yeah. And then the moon's at the end here, right? Yeah. And there's plenty of tanks here. Cool. Okay. Bloop. 2 slot moons. Oh no. Or lost Captain Toad. Okay, that's fine. I just need to go back to sand. Which I don't know if I can do immediately. Not slut moons, slot moons. We're gambling. That's fine. Twitch has no problem with gambling. Alright, sand. Okay, I can go there. So that's good, because that doesn't take too long. It just means that I do have to go to Metro and beat Mecha Wiggler. But I feel like there is no way that there's anything above Captain Toad there. I just feel like I have to do this. I will get Captain Toad in Lost since, I mean, the goal's right there and it's easy enough to do. But we'll see. We did it, we're a winner. That is 1. And we leave. The next one is in Metro Kingdom. Which is fine. If there was 3 slot moons, it would definitely be worse because then we'd have to go to luncheon, and that is far away. There is a chance that next to the lost Captain Toad and next to the slot moon there is something nice. There is a chance. It doesn't take that long to get Captain Toad. That was... Remind me, I need to set up a bot. Every time I think about setting up a bot for this channel, it's at the thought where I can't really do anything with that thought, and this is one of those times. But I need to set one up at some point. I just keep forgetting. I also need to learn where the Luigi hint art in this fight is, because I think you have plenty of time to just pick it up somewhere along this time. I just have a tendency to get a bit turned around during this fight. That was very close. I'm not using motion controls. I'm just pressing buttons. I'm not a real gamer. Anyway, Lost Kingdom. Captain Toad. Where is he again? Is he in a place where I could get him easily at the end? I want to say kind of, not really. I might get the checkpoint. Usually you try to avoid the checkpoint in this place, but I think this time I might just get it. Just for the sake of making life a bit easier. Okay, butterfly. I will say, I am starting to feel more comfortable with this game. I also will say that I full-on missed that moon right there, but that's fine. I feel like my movement is at least improving compared to like a few months ago, and that is nice, because moving around in this game is like the most fun thing maybe in the world ever. And being able to just jump and move around without just bonking into everything actually just feels so good. I still get it wrong from time to time, but it's getting better. I knew that was gonna happen, but that's fine. We can't always get the right thing to happen. Hang on, what do I want to do? I want to get Captain Toad. Which will probably be my last moon then, so I guess I'll get this, just because it's a bit easier to... That went well and great. That went so good and great, and I'm very happy about how that went. I did the jump, and Cappy was not yet at my disposal, so it just... It didn't go great, did it? That's fine, though. Let's just do this. I kind of forget every single time what the best way is to get to Captain Toad in this kingdom. So we always just kind of improvise at this point. Because I think he's like down here. Yeah, yeah, that seems... That's why we get the checkpoint. That is why we get the checkpoint, because while my movement has improved, it's not perfect. Oh my god, please, Mario. Okay, at some points I will just blame Mario, though. Okay, so down there, I'm fairly sure. Come on. You can do this, Mario. It's so awkward. I think you can use one of those worms, but it just... It feels like such a long way around, but at the same time I've now spent like 5 minutes trying to get this Captain Toad, so it also just is like, you know... At what point do you just say, let's use a worm? I think today is the day. We're just gonna use a worm. There we go. It's nothing. All right, cool. It was a waste of time. It was a full-on waste of time. There is 4 wooded ground pound moons right next to it, which I definitely don't have. I have 1. I know where 2 others are. I honestly didn't know there was a 4th, so that's exciting, and I'm very happy right now. So I'm hoping that there is at least a path above the slots moons. Otherwise I'm gonna have to figure out where ground pound moons are in wooded. Specifically 1 more, because I genuinely don't know. I actually have no idea where the 4th one is. I assume in deep woods somewhere. I know where 2 of them are in deep woods. I just didn't know there would be a 3rd one. Anyway, first up is fighting Big Worm. I mean, sure. You know, sometimes Mario lives his own life, and today maybe I might actually just move a little different in the hope that more of my button presses come through. I should have never said out loud that I felt more comfortable in my movement, because I think that's where everything started falling apart. Never let them know that you're feeling comfortable, because Mario can sense these things, and then he enacts revenge. This feels wrong. No? We're good. Go here. Get the moon. I'll get that one later. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I don't know where this bingo ends. I'm hoping Metro. That would be so cool. I feel like the odds are extremely not in my favor on that one, but okay, we're good. Yep. This is all good. Yeah, that seems right. It was going too well. It was Mario felt it was going too well. He was not gonna jump on the hat. I did not expect that jump to work out, to be honest, though. So I mean, maybe Mario was also like, "Oh, I'm not where I expected to be." Just didn't know how to handle the situation at that point. Alright, I'm once again just gonna go around here because this particular place scares me. Just gonna get this. I don't know. I'm not feeling Mecha Wiggler today with... I'm just not feeling him today. Just not feeling like Mecha Wiggler's gonna cooperate. Come on. Really? Oh my goodness. That's fine. I love Mecha Wiggler making weird moves. Because now he's gonna... Oh, actually, that's fine. I thought this would mean that he would come out of weird spots in the wall and that I can't just stand in my usual spots, but this actually seems alright. Surprised that didn't hit me. Surprised how far he was walking while simultaneously... Like, it seemed like he was stopping at that wall whilst also going through this one. I don't know. It looks very unusual. Yeah, that was not ideal. Yeah, this is gonna never happen, I don't think. Yeah. I did say, wasn't feeling it. I was right. Come on. Come out. Ugh. Oh my god, what are you doing? There you go. Alright. You... No. That was a good time. That was exactly during like a cutscene where I had some time to look away. I love it when bots show up the moment I have some time to just click on things with my mouse. Like, that's just really considerate. Even if those were Prime viewers that he was selling. It could have really helped me out, but today I decided against it. So based on how this board is laid out so far, I'm gonna just assume that this run doesn't end in Metro. And I'm gonna grab this moon, because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's just hit that guy with a hat, and then we'll just walk back. I did feel like that hat throw. Ugh. All of that felt wrong. I will at this point just... I'm just gonna get some extra moons on the way to slots, because it is just kind of... I'm half metagaming based on how the board is laid out, half hoping that I have to get all this stuff that's on the way to slots. Hole. Plus you cannot skip bench friends. It is a heartwarming moon that we all need in life sometimes. Okay, what is next? Please let there be something. 3 Metro Story Moons. Alright, that's fine. That's very easy, actually. There's a rat there. I forget rats exist in the Mario universe.
Hi.
I guess humans exist, I just didn't expect rats to exist in a rat shape. Because the only real other rats I can remember... Not even rats, I guess, just mice. Rodents? That I can remember in the Mario universe is like Mauser from Mario 2. And he threw a lot of bombs. More than average for a rat, for sure. Okay. Anyway, that's 2 story moons. I should be counting, I guess. It's pretty tough to keep a track of 3. But also it's one of those things where it's like... it's counting to 3. And also there's only 4 of them, and you can't really do anything. You know, it's fine. We did it! That's nothing. 5 seeds planted. Or 40 Metro pink purple coins. Ooh, no. So I planted 1 seed. I know. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know where 40 purple coins are, so I'm just choosing to ignore it. I'm gonna plant this one right there. This one I'm fairly sure goes on top of there, and then I need to remember where the 3rd one is in this kingdom. Can you do this? Yes. Okay, that's good. Because if I remember correctly, and I might not, it's also sort of near slots, but I'm not like 100% sure. And then I need to go back to sand. Or lake, I guess, to plant a 2nd seed. And verify that I planted the first one, which I'm fairly sure I did. 5 seeds, that's a rare goal. I don't think I've even seen that one before. I think, yeah, there it is. I think you do like this. And then it's there, yeah, okay. Can I... Cool, okay. Back to sand. There is 1 seed in town. There is 1 seed in the one in town I planted. 1 is sort of awkwardly around an edge. I don't know where that one is. And then 1 is near the ruins. I'm just gonna get the ruins one because it's at least in a place I remember. And then I'm just hoping that there's a goal above it that I can do. Because if I can avoid 40 Metro Purples, that would be lovely. Because 40 is a lot. There's 100 in the Kingdom. But 40 is a lot. Because in Metro, they are just everywhere. And Metro Kingdom is really, really big. And I don't want to deal with it. So, I think that checkpoint probably works. And then it's... Oh, there it is. I'll be honest. That was very lucky. This is gonna take a minute, because this is kind of far away from town, but... We'll just throw it around. Yeah. I wonder if there's a better way of doing this. I mean, probably just jumping around probably doesn't hurt too much. I didn't know you could do the little spinny with a seed in your hand, but I guess you can. Anyway, that is 5 seeds planted. 5 moon shard moons. Oh no. Hang on. I'm opening the cheat sheet because I don't. I'll do that while I go here because I know there's at least one there. Hi, Mizumelon. Welcome to me floundering while I try to figure out where moon shard moons are. I know there's one in Metro. I know there's one in Lost. So I have some knowledge. But I'm not like super stoked about this if I'm being honest in terms of goals. That's 8-bit, no. Moon shards. Okay, there's one here. One on lake? Where? Oh, yeah, of course, in the lake. That's fair, actually. There's one in Wooded, which I didn't do, which I'm actually so annoyed about. Oh, God, I'm actually very annoyed at that now that I realize. Because the one in Wooded is in the rocket sub area that I specifically skipped because I didn't feel like doing it. And now it's a goal. Okay. I guess there's 3 in Metro. I could go to Lost and then just. But I could do the ones in Metro. The ones in Metro are not too bad, and it's 3 of them in one kingdom. So actually, that's not too bad. I think I'll go to Lost next, though. All right, back in the chat. Yeah, I don't know how they did it with Switch 1 games, but they are, like, the sort of mainline Nintendo games are beautiful. Or at least Mario and, like, Zelda were. There's arguments to be made about Pokemon that I don't want to get into. I'll go to Cap, actually. Why not? I never go to Cap Kingdom. But, like, it's sort of surprising how good this game looks. And if you look at the Switch 2 sort of remaster of it, it looks virtually the same. The user interface looks a bit better. But for the most part, it looks very similar, but it does have a lot better loads. Which I think in a casual playthrough you're not gonna notice, but it is sort of amazing. That's not where I'm going. The downside of never going to Cap is I don't know where stuff is. I think it's here, though. I'm streaming from my Switch, yeah. Like, I'm just running a capture card, which you can see freeze up in the previous stream. Supposedly this game does emulate pretty well, but I don't need to. It's sort of the short version of that. I am so unhappy. What's the... I guess I'll just get a frog. The sand looks like cocoa pebbles. I guess you could make an argument that you could probably eat the sand in Sand Kingdom, yeah. Okay, that is 2 Sharp Moons. The next one, I think, is up here? And with up here, I mean, with up here, I mean down here, and I mean not that part of the tower. Binding of Isaac, I recorded on PC, yeah. And if I stream that, I also just stream off PC as well. Which... I do own it on Switch as well. But that's more of a... It's just a very good game to play on the go. I think. And occasionally you just want to do an Isaac run, and it's just... I haven't found a situation where playing Isaac was impossible due to... I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Either way, Isaac's pretty good. That's my conclusion of this story. And it's also good when you're outside. But also the PC version is just a little bit ahead. Like, it just has more stuff. I think Repentance took a while to get out on Switch. I might be wrong on that, though. I'm surprised by the amount of people that say they watched all of the Isaac series. Because honestly, I enjoy playing it. I watch other people play Isaac. I just didn't expect that to be me. I forget where one more Sharp Moon is, I'm realizing. I know there's 3 in this kingdom. I just don't actually remember where... Where's the 5th one? I have the cheat sheet open. Oh, yeah, okay. I know where it is. Never mind. I'll be honest, I don't really remember how to do this quickly. I practiced the way where you get some of the things from the outside. And I don't think it's very hard, but also I just don't want to deal with it right now. God, mod progress was a while ago as well. That was fun though. Right now I remember the issue of doing this whilst being in the maze. It takes a minute. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume that this is quicker than going into the taxi sub area, so that's exactly what I'm just gonna do. But it's also just because I barely ever go into the taxi sub area, because there's a Sharp Moon there as well. Come on, Mario. This always looks so silly when it goes wrong. Because all you do is really sort of... There you go. Just sort of nudge yourself in between some shapes. I will say, Binding of Isaac is very difficult. It was very much... When the original Binding of Isaac came out, I bought it, I played it for a while, and then I just sort of gave up on it. And then I watched streamers play it, and it really started clicking a lot more. Actually understanding what was going on. And that is an issue that Isaac has always had. That is just sort of impenetrable if you're trying to just play it like a video game. And it's only now, basically just now getting to the point, sure, reveal, where it has like things to let you know where items are, what items do and stuff like that. And it's sort of ridiculous. given that the game is as old as it is. Anyway, we made it to the top. I think in terms of things that I picked, I'm not like this sucks. Like 6 Cascade sub-area moons is awful. 24 Sand moons is a lot. War Painting moon's not that bad. This is quite a lot. I actually don't know how long this would take. Because this is awkward. Because you can talk to the Sphinx 5 times in Sand Kingdom. And then the 6th one you do in Wooded. But if you get too far into Wooded, then the Sphinx disappeared, and then you have to go to Seaside, which is like 5 kingdoms from Wooded. So this can be awful if you did what I did and not talk to the Sphinx in Wooded. So that's lucky. 6 8-bit moons is basically about as bad, if not worse, than Moon Sharp moons, I think. Hang on, let me actually check that. Because there's 2 in Cascade, there's 1 in Sand, which I think I got. 1 in Lake, which I don't think I got. 1 in Wooded, which I didn't get. 1 in Lost, which I didn't get. Like, there's a lot that I just didn't get at all. So let's see this one. This would have been 4 Cascade checkpoints. That is evil. Oh my god, if that was... So, Cascade Kingdom has 4 checkpoints in total. 3 of which you can get normally. And then the 4th one, you either do a trick that's nonsense and needs a second controller, which I guess I do have. I've never tried the trick. It's called CRC and it's awful. Or you go to Snow Kingdom, beat all of Snow Kingdom, and then use the warp painting to get back to the 4th. This is ridiculous. Like this would give you no information if you don't know how to do that trick until you're basically all the way up here in terms of game progress. So this is just awful. So yeah, no, I'm lucky with the choices I made, because this would have probably this would have just pissed me off if I'm being fully honest. If I got here, got this, and then saw this in front of me, I don't know what I would have done. Because you just have to play all the way through snow. Well, I would have, because I'm not able to do that trick. 2 Cap sub-area moons would mean backtracking to Cap Kingdom. This would mean backtracking to possibly Sand, probably Wooded, because I definitely wouldn't get that. 9 Nut moons, so you'd have to go back to Wooded again. But probably you'd get the tree and then go here. Then you'd have to backtrack to Lake. Then you'd have to backtrack to Lost. Backtrack. This would have been done by that point, to be fair. This is kind of awful. This is maybe then impossible until you get to Seaside, but... Oh god, this row is just horrendous. I'm actually mad about this. Like it's basically today that I realized how bad 4 Cascade checkpoints is as a goal. But yeah. I was hoping that let's just get the last goal at the start of the game would pay off, because it did. It really did, because this is already worse than going back to Captain Toad for 1 moon. And then the rest is, yeah, it's just a better choice, 100%. Not even close. Anyway, I'm gonna submit this time, and then I'm gonna... I feel like I did well. Hang on. For my doing, I didn't do that bad, if I'm being honest. Like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Am I right on that one? No. I'm looking at the wrong leaderboard. Alright, no, never mind. I did much worse, but it's fine. I didn't do the worst. I just sort of did very middling. What now? There's also a weekly, because this was the monthly bingo, and I've only done the monthly, and there's also a weekly that came out today because the new week started today, according to bingo date rules. I'm just trying to submit my time and I'm struggling. Hang on. Let's see. Submit time. What was my time? 1:02:53. Switch. Screenshots. Boop. Scroll all the way down. Blind run. And there we go. That is... Yeah, actually, that's just very much in the middle. I'm 4 seconds away from someone else, which is kind of funny. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th place. I'm in top 10 legally for now, so that's good. So next up is the weekly, which... I'm actually not sure if I can generate that here. We're gonna see. If I just do new board. Seed is this. Can I not? Okay, hang on. Change game setup. It is a bingo. It is 5x5. It is this seed. It is... What else is it? It is shiny goals auto. It is long goals. Do I not have that button here? Huh. That's hang on. Why do I not have that button here? Ugh. Hang on. What would be the easiest way to do this? If I'm gonna get to your question in a second, Dark Cake Cake. I just... streaming is difficult. 5x5s. Long goals. Shiny goals. I don't think there was anything else. I opened Edge by accident, so that gives you kind of an idea of how things are going. Generate board. Reveal. I think that's right. Yes, right. Plop, 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 plop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, that looks right. So if I then do this, and then go to OBS, and then close this, and then do that, and then properties, nope, and then browser, this link, okay. That's a bingo board. We did it. Interact. Reset. Reveal. Okay. So this is got a different goal as well. Goal. 1 row, 1 column, 1 row, 1 column, 1 diagonal. Shiny must be in line. I think that's probably clear enough. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I looked at this earlier, and I kind of been on the fence about how I actually want to do this. I've been just sort of going up and down on it. And I kind of forgot what... I think I wanted to do this, because this seemed fun. But then also there's 6 Talkatoo Moons, which kind of sucks. So yeah, we need to do 1 diagonal, 1 column, 1 row. We can only do 1 of the shiny goals. And I don't really feel like doing 8 Chop Moons. So either this horizontal or this one. But this one is probably the easiest. I just need to deal with Talkatoo, which is fine. I might just do that like early on or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Anyway. New save file. To come back to your question of how I got my username. Actually I had a different username for a long time. For the longest time I had the username OM Garrett. Which I kind of got sick of after a while, if I'm being honest. And there was a brief period where I had the name Quackworth because I thought it was funny. But I got sick of that very quickly, actually. So then I got to the point of like, I need a username that has the word Gar in it, and I could type it with one hand. And then this was born. Partially because I also had the username Eggy Eggy in some places. As in an egg. Which I figured I just combine those two, call it a day, good, we're done. And now here we are. Typing a username with one hand is like a very important criteria, because the moment you have to use two hands to type a username, I give up halfway through. So yeah, just make sure that when you pick a username, just make sure it sticks to one side of the keyboard. It's also just like it's like extreme laziness and refusal to use like autocomplete. Because also when I type in my Twitch URL, I just type in the entire thing. Even though I have to type twitch.tv and thus have to use both my hands anyway. It doesn't make any reasonable sense. But sometimes you make an account on something new and you want to be able to type it quickly. I will say, this is a username, this first username I think ever, where it's never taken. And this will probably not last forever, but I'm just happy that for the last, I want to say like few years. I don't know how long I've had this username now. But for a reasonable amount of time now, I've been able to just use this username for anything and it's available. And I'm so happy about that. Anyway, I'm going to click on start. So now we're doing the weekly. The weekly, I know what all the goals are, which is, you know, it has its charm. I need to do 3 lines, 1 diagonal, 1 column, 1 row. One of which is the shiny goal. We can only do 1 shiny goal on this board, and the shiny goal needs to be part of a row or column or diagonal as well, which it is. And this one's going to be long, but I think for the most part, it's not too bad. You see my username switches throughout the past decade plus, that's wild. Yeah, time flies, because Mod Progress 1, which you mentioned earlier, that was like 2009? Like, that's a long time ago. That was Resident Evil 5, so it's like, that there is some distance between then and now. I don't think I need to do anything here. I think the nightmare starts in Cascade. I kind of want to just get the Talkatoo Moons over with, if I'm being honest, but at the same time, I should just probably hope for the best in terms of Talkatoo Moons. I think, to be fair though, like a lot of people use the same username basically forever. Like you come up with a username when you're somewhere between the ages of 11 and 13. Probably significantly younger these days. Because everyone has computers and internet access now. And then you just keep it forever, because why would you bother changing it? Which is honestly fair enough. The only time people change their username is just when they're sick of using their username or they're whimsical. I'm like triple, quadruple checking that there's not actually a goal here. I'm fairly sure there isn't. I missed the hat. I missed the hat so much. ran into us in early 20s, now mid 30s. Honestly, same. I'll be honest, I have considered streaming for the longest time, but I just always have had the point of where it was like, I don't know what I want to stream. And I want the streams to be good and perfect, and they need to be exactly the way I want them. And nowadays, it's more like, I'm just going to press the button. I'm just going to press go live and play my little video games. And not worry about life too much. I need to get purple coin. I do actually need to do stuff in this kingdom. Right. The game starts immediately on this one. I kind of forgot. Because there's 2 kingdoms where I need to get all the purple coins. It's going to be this one, and it's going to be Lost. Because those are the only ones where I know where all of them are. But yeah, I wanted to stream for a long time. I had sort of the thought of creating a Discord. I just never bothered because I don't know, every public Discord that I'm a part of, I sort of either leave or stop interacting with after a while. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this. But at some point I was just like, I can just make one. So far the Discord's been cozy. And I have no regrets. But then there's also not been like bots or anything weird, so haven't really had anything to deal with yet. Honestly, yeah, like with streaming, you just kind of have to, unless it's your job, I guess, but if you're just doing it for fun, you just kind of just don't take it too seriously. If it ends up working out in like a financial way, good, like nice, but honestly, just like play your little video games and call it a day afterwards. I'm just gonna get the dinosaur real quick because I would like to talk to Talkatoo before I do anything else. So I was kind of hoping Talkatoo would be there already, but I guess Talkatoo is not, so that is unfortunate. I hope Talkatoo doesn't like arrive once you come back to this kingdom, because there is a bunch of stuff that doesn't happen until you come back. And I think there's actually a pretty decent chance that that's going to be the case here. Having said that, I do need to come back to this kingdom at some point. Maybe... no. I was like, maybe I should get purple coins later. When I'm getting the 4th checkpoint, but also when I get the 4th checkpoint, I could just end the run, I guess. That's not true. 4 cascade checkpoints is such an awful goal. Like, I'm tempted to... I would like to get one Talkatoo in this kingdom. Discord bots start when you have 4-digit member numbers? Well, then I should be good basically forever, which is good. I hope that's true, because honestly, I don't want to deal with bots. I'm already annoyed with them coming in here. I'm honestly surprised bots are coming here of all places, if I'm being fully real. Anyway, purple coins. I need to get purple coins. I need to get Talkatoo. Oh, he's here. Oh, that's lovely. Or maybe I can get a couple more then if things work out. Cascade Kingdom Timer Challenge. Across the Floating Isles. That's good. Dinosaur Nest Big Cleanup. That's less good. Okay. That's not too bad. That's at least, like, one I can definitely get. One I could consider getting, because it would just be kind of nice to get it out of the way. It's just, like, it's there. And I don't really feel like going back there, if I'm being honest. But... Hang on, I did say I knew where all the purple coins were in this kingdom, but I'm like not 100% confident right now. I'm fairly sure I know where this stuff is. Like somewhere here, yeah. Smallish Discord, 180 people with no bots. That's surprising. I would have expected Discord bots to be... I guess that depends on how bots find servers as well, I guess. Because there's... I follow like one game. Kind of. I say follow. There's a game called Exophobia, which I sort of did. I did like one speedrun of and then just sort of called it a day. It was pretty fun, but I don't really need to play it again. I think they're adding new content to it at some point though, but that server, like I feel like every week a bot shows up, and I don't know if that's just because there's more public links available to that server that's causing this to happen, but it's actually mind-blowing how many times bots have shown up there. And it is like a fairly small server as well. But it is also the server of a game specifically, and I guess there is probably a lot more public-facing links available than just your average goofball Discord server, like the one I have, where there is one link. I need to cross the floating isle, so I'm gonna leave this moon alone because there's not really a reason for me to grab it. I just needed those purple coins. Then there's a few over here. I think I'm missing a few, and I'm not exactly sure where. There. There we go. I don't think I need this, but I'm here. I think I have 2 checkpoints now. I'm a bit worried. I think I'm missing 3 purples. Oh, I know where those are. Those haven't spawned in yet. Oh, that's fine, actually. So here's also a timer challenge, but it's not the one that I needed. So this should be across the floating isles, the Talkatoo Moon. Yes, good. And then I don't think I can teleport to the Odyssey yet. But I can, hopefully... Where is it? Is it here? Yes. There we go. And we are out. So what have we done? We have done one of these. We've done this. We've done 1 Talkatoo Moon. We've done 3 checkpoints, I hope. I hope I got 3. Need to double check that later. That is that. So in sand, I want to get a outfit door and slots. And I think that's it. And possibly more Talkatoo Moons because he's in town. Depends on whether the person that runs the bots finds the server profitable and continue floating it. Yeah, maybe, but it's a pretty small server. Like maybe they're just getting some good clicks on it, but like of all the places, it just seems wild. But then I guess it probably isn't a manual process, I would have to assume. Like at some point, likely you just sort of end up, like that link just ends up on a list. And if you don't set your Discord settings properly, then occasionally a bot will just show up. But it's like the annoying thing about Discord as well is that it'll show it as an unread message. Like there's, like in every channel there's an unread message, but then you go to the channel and there's not actually a message there. And it's so annoying. Bird? But that's just Discord, I guess. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just a nuisance. What did I need again? I need Yeah. Outfit room and slots. Because this run goes all the way to Luncheon Kingdom, which is pretty far for bingo, honestly. So I can just sort of treat a lot of kingdoms normally. I can go to Metro Kingdom and get 2 outfit moons there very easily. Oh yeah, I have basically all servers muted as well. But it's more like there will be a little white tick next to the icon of the server, and then you go to the server and every channel has like the white text of there's an unread message. I forgot to talk to. Secret of the inverted mural. That's terrible. Where the birds got it. That's good. Inside a block is a hard place. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that moon is. Actually, I might know that. I might know where that is. Right-click mark as red, but he's got so many channels. Can you multi-select channels on Discord and mark them as red? I actually don't know. If you can, that's gonna actually change my life. Well, though I will say I mostly use Discord on my phone. So it also, I need a mouse on my phone. That's the conclusion. Anyway, 2 Talkative moons are doable. 1 is arguably doable, just kind of annoying, because the, like, inverted... What was it? Inverted... blah, 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 blah. That's inverted pyramid, which I don't really want to go into because it's sort of very much out of the way. Inside a rock is a hard place, or whatever it was called. I'm guessing that's here. I'm guessing that's this moon right here. Like, this would make sense. Yeah, okay, so that's 2. That's good, okay. Where the birds gather, that is sort of on the way. It's gonna be kind of a weird route, but I also kind of want to... That felt wrong, yep. The moment I did that, I was like, I don't know about this. Oh god, I didn't even get the checkpoint. That's no good. I guess the checkpoint is up here, yeah. Oh, I don't need it. I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna do it correctly. Alright. We're taking a different route. I mean, to be fair, the Discord I'm talking about, it's not like the busiest Discord either, so it's not like you're... I'm not really missing anything there. But it is, you know... There's a chance. There's a chance someone spoke. Okay. So I need to go to where the birds gather. Which I could do now, I guess. Come on. Because I could get 2 more moons, and then maybe just go back to Talkative, and maybe get 2 more Talkative moons in this kingdom if I'm lucky. I would require some pretty good luck. This kingdom is so big. I should have gotten more purple coins. I kind of forgot about the outfit room as well, because I do still need to get that. This is where the birds gather, but again, yeah, there's an unsurprising lack of bird poop that they have added to this video game. Now I'm hoping that Talkative is like, oh, get the shop moon and the costume room moon. That would be lovely. I think the odds of that are 1 in like 30. But it's technically possible, which would be great. I also need to get like a few more purple coins, which I think are all in town here, so... Doctor, be nice. Sphinx Treasure Vault. Mm-hmm. Secret of the Mural. Okay, that is kind of worth getting. Should I get that? I guess I probably should. Because that's like not even that bad. There we go. Secret of the Mural. I think that's like near the story moon. I should probably get it just for the sake of Talkatoo Moon progress. But it is a bit annoying. But I guess that's also just sort of the whole premise of... I'm so mad. I pressed the wrong button. And now I'm only wearing a hat. That's not enough. They're never gonna let me in like this. There we go. Okay, so I did slots, which I did not mark, which I should do. Costume room is here, I think. Yep. There is so much to do in this bingo. I'm also fairly sure this isn't like the best lines for this bingo either. It's just that these lines are fun. Okay, what's up next? I think Lake is just Lake, which is kind of nice. I think Talkatoo and Lake is like in town, which I don't really want to do. But then doing this as a Talkatoo moon also feels kind of insane, but it sort of is what it is. Should have gotten more checkpoints. What, Mario? There you go. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Musamelon. Have a nice day. I will be bingoing in the meantime. I really hope this is the actual moon that I'm thinking of, though. If this is not Secret of the Mural, I'm actually gonna be quite annoyed. Well, I did get the jump, just a little bit late. Please. Oh, thank God. Okay. That is awesome. Let's leave and then hope I can get 2 more Talkatoo moons. Somewhere on the way. Is it worth going to Talkatoo and Lake? Because it is, like, not that hard. It would be nice to get it over with, because in Wooded, I don't even know where Talkatoo is. In Lost, I don't know if Talkatoo is available immediately, but I don't think so. In Metro, I don't know where he is. Oh, this is actually kind of an issue. I guess maybe I know where he is in Snow. Oh yeah, we'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll go to maybe I'll go to Talkatoo and Lake and just get a few moons that way. Just to get it out of my sight, because it is kind of a nightmare. I'm surprised how many goals of this are actually in Luncheon with the lines I selected. Also, I did 1 outfit room moon. Alright. I forgot the ground pound moon at the start, but that's sort of okay. Yeah, maybe I'll actually just head directly into town and then warp back. Which is kind of maybe a terrible idea. But at the same time, if I just don't grab any of these moons, there's a bigger chance that some of the good moons are actually going to show up in Talkatoo Land. Because he's just right there. Which isn't too bad. Let's go swimming, Captain Toad. Good. Jump. That's in a sub-area. What's in the box? I don't even know where that is, if I'm being honest. Okay. That's fun. I guess I'll get Captain Toad. There's a moon here, by the way. That's fun. Oh wait, is it the crate moon? Hang on. I sort of read it and then just gave up on it immediately, but is it not just this one? Hang on. List. What's in the box? Yeah. It's always good to have a reference to the movie 7 in your Mario game. What's in the box? Oh, it's just a moon. Just like in the movie. It was just a moon. Okay, so that's 5. I could get Captain Toad, I guess. Or I could just talk to one more time and maybe get a slightly better one. Shopping in Lake Lamode. Yeah, I guess I would rather do that. I guess I would rather just do that instead. That is a lot easier. Don't know if it's much faster actually, but I mean it's right here. 7 reference? Yeah. What's in the box? That's like there's a portion of the movie 7 that covers that. Good movie, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time, though. This is a weird moon route for Lake, but it's working out. We're done with Talkatoo, which I am happy about. It's a goal I don't think I've ever done, because it's so luck-based. And you could just be unlucky, and then life is miserable. But it kind of worked. It wasn't too bad. What a boss. I say, having failed this fight so many times. Okay, do I need to do anything in Wooded? Yes, checkpoints. Ugh. These are bad lines. Because I think this works quite well with like Wooded ground pounds, nut moons. But then 16 Lake Moons is kind of annoying, I guess. It's fine. These are lines that I find fun, so that ultimately is the main important thing. Originally, I did consider doing the bottom like line though, because it is pretty fun. Lake Kingdom, honestly, getting a lot of moons in Lake Kingdom is honestly pretty fun, but it's usually just not worth the time. But in Wooded, it's just checkpoints, which is not too bad. 4 checkpoints is fine. I think that once again means I could skip the tower, which is kind of nice. And then after that, it's just sort of... I guess I lost... there's like little things to do all over the place, but Luncheon and Snow are for me sort of the main two where things get a bit weird. Because in Snow, I want to try a trick that I've never done on stream before, which hopefully will go right. But I'm not super confident about it. I was getting it pretty consistently while practicing earlier. Bruh. Calm down. But I'm a little bit worried about it for sure. Because I just haven't really bothered with much of the clipping through a wall kind of strategies in this game. But they are pretty powerful, and they do get you places. There's one in Sand Kingdom, there's one in Snow. There's at least one in Sand, there's actually quite a lot in Sand. But the downside of the one in Snow... What was that? At least the way that I know how to do it is that you have to destroy some crates to do it. And if you fail it, the only way to get those crates back is going back into the shop, which is kind of awkward. But hopefully it'll work out. I think I do want to do the rest of the moons kind of normal here. I guess I could just skip. You know what? Let's go this way. Maybe this is better than not going into the tower. Because I think the tower... I don't know if the tower is much longer, if not around the same length as that little water swimming sub-area thing, but... There's also some platforming involved. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that you end up not doing by just sort of skipping that section. I'm hoping this just kind of works out. Yep. Perfect. No. Okay. I forgot to kill this guy. Whoops. This bingo board is actually so cool. Like, I think there's so many different possibilities. And there's definitely a fastest route, but there's actually so many ways to do this one. Even though you're constricted to... Even though you're constricted to having to do one column, one diagonal, and one row. Don't worry about what happened just there. Just don't even look at me. That was good. That was a good movement. I don't know how I did that wrong, but somehow life found a way. That's okay, though. I'm gonna get 2 moons in here. I'm gonna get 3 moons from the guy. Am I missing 1 moon? I feel like I am. I feel like I'm 1 moon short, but I actually don't know which one. Which is interesting. Am I missing a moon? I didn't get the rock moon. Ah, yeah. I'm missing a moon. Well, we'll make it work. I got the rabbit, and then I just sort of left to go to the shop, but I never actually got the rock moon. That's silly. But I think there's a moon that's probably easy enough to get on the way. There's some nut moons. I could get the Goomba moon. I could get the ground pound moon. That's actually probably the one I'm gonna get. Yeah. Because I'm gonna get the ground pound moon. I'm gonna get the... The moon that's behind the breakable walls. I think then we're good. I could just get the rock moon as well, I guess. Because it is just on the way. But then I'd have to walk all the way. I don't really want to walk all the way. I feel like... I feel like warping there is probably quicker. Right? Forgot about the cutscene. Never mind. We're not warping there. I forgot to actually that I didn't get that checkpoint. That's right. I just jumped away from there and never actually got that checkpoint. So I guess we're actually just doing this. It worked out. It worked out. That's one. That's two. Because I was thinking, like, there's a nut moon that you can get fairly easily. But I might actually just get the ground pound moon as well. I don't know what's quicker. I'm not going to worry about it enough. The ground pound moon's right here. Ultimately, this is like seconds of difference. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I didn't get the checkpoint. Oh, hang on. This is actually a much bigger problem. Come on. Because I need... That's the whole goal. The goal is getting the checkpoint. Yeah, that felt wrong. Try again. Bro, come on. Please. Mario, I do kind of need you to do the triple jump, buddy. This is a whole new level of interesting. This is wild. What is happening? Jeez. I don't have anything planned for next weekend, no. I make no promises what any future stream will be, though. I do still need to look into Garfield. Is it gonna just jump down here? Oh, this is actually not too bad. One, two, three, four. Alright. We are good. Done with Wooded. My worry is that Garfield is not going to work. Because I'm very recently on Windows 11. And honestly, so far most things have worked on Windows 11, but it is like sort of the more obscure, weird stuff like this where I'm a bit more concerned about it. But I just need to try it. Alright, so Cloud, then in Lost I need to get 16 moons and all the purples. 16 is actually kind of a lot of moons. That's 6 more than usual. That's actually kind of a lot of moons. It's not impossible, I guess, but... Ooh, got him in midair. I didn't know that was possible. He just sort of floated back down. That looked very silly. I will say, I saw that there was at least one other playthrough on YouTube of that Garfield game with that mod installed. And that at least makes me somewhat confident that it's not just 100 viruses in a trench coat, which does make me feel a bit more optimistic that I'll actually try it sometime. Because I feel like doing that specific thing is like too much effort at that point. To try and make like a virus out of it. I don't... Did you make a video on it? It might have been yours. It was an uncommentated playthrough of the game. I don't know if that's what you did. I will also say that the name Garfield Plus is awkward because if you search for Garfield Plus, like literally with the symbols, you're not gonna find it on YouTube because it'll just think that you're trying to add something else to the search, which is unfortunate. But if you just write out the word plus, it does seem to work a bit better at least. Don't do commentary. I mean, at that point, I guess it might be your video then. Because I didn't check that closely. I just checked if someone had done something with it, really. And I was happy to see that was at least something. Anyway, I need a lot of moons. So I think I'll just buy one. I need 6 extra moons. I don't think I need money for anything. No. I can't buy that. I only have 138 coins. I cannot afford to do that. Oh, it says it? Oh, that's good. I mean... yeah, that is a bit more optimistic that things will work then. If it does say it has Windows 11 compatibility. I think my fear comes more of like a general fear of Windows 11 as a concept. On account of how, I'll be honest, annoying it was to install. It wasn't like a big thing that needed to be done to install Windows 11, but it was big enough that I was annoyed by it. I should have gotten that. Like, you'll have the thing... Can I get this like this? Actually, I don't know. Oh, I can, nice. Where it's like, oh, check if you can install Windows 11 on your computer, and you run it, and it's like, oh, no. No, I can't, this computer will never run Windows 11. And it's like, why? And it's like, no. You're being ridiculous. You could never run Windows 11 on this thing. So you download some weird external program made by a random on the internet to figure out what the actual problem is. And then it's a setting in your BIOS, which seems to be the case for everyone. But that was like the point where it was like, I don't... Come on. That was good. I'm happy about how that went. I'm taking kind of a weird route through this kingdom right now, but it'll work out in the end. I think that was actually a different video, believe it or not. I think, like, I was just checking your video real quick. I think the one I found was, like, it specifically in the title mentioned it was using the Garfield Plus mod. So there's at least 2 people that have done something with this. So that's good. I need 3 more coins. Oh, I know where those are. Never mind. I have taken such a weird route through this kingdom that I'll be honest, I'm a little bit confused about where I'm at, where, who, what. Also missing a moon shard somewhere. Okay, so I'll just get Captain Toad since I'm here anyway. Whoop. Where's the 5th moonshine? Yeah, I will also say that I really don't know anything about this Garfield game. Like, I've played some Garfield games in my life, but it very much is usually I play through it once and then never again. And I don't think I've ever even seen this one, which surprised me. Oh, there it is. Right. Because there was a period where I was on the hunt for Garfield games a bit more. Partially just because I thought Garfield was amusing, partially because, I'll be honest, they just did pretty well. Numbers-wise, Garfield videos usually do pretty well. I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. But as far as numbers went, those things, I don't know why. I think everyone just has this thing where they see Garfield and it's like, oh, I get this. I can relate to this because it's Garfield. We all know Garfield. I need 6 more moons. Lasagna World Tour. I mean, they also, like, all the Garfield games were just sort of fine. Like, they weren't even bad or anything. Which was nice. There we go. The motion control for spin throw is wild. I don't understand it. It doesn't feel like a normal movement. Because you have to just sort of move your hand sideways and it just feels very strange. Did I get all this? I think I did, yeah. I didn't get that one. Hello. Okay. So there is this, obviously. That's gonna miss? No, wow, that's surprising. I kinda wanna do the key thing. Because I think it would be fun. As like the last moon. Which I'll probably try once, and then when it fails. If it fails, not when. Then we're good. I just had a thought. Where I vaguely recall... I think I had a different line earlier. Because I think originally I had this vertical. Where I got the 2 keys. Which is why I was practicing this to begin with. I think I might have forgotten about the idea, if I'm being fully honest. But whatever, we're gonna try this. Yeah, so the movement there is a little awkward, but I do kind of want to get it, because I think it's neat. If I don't get this as a second time, then I'm just going to get the much easier moon that I still have available, but I do kind of want to get this because it's fun. Nope. Come on. It is fun. I trust. That might be good. Hey, we did it. Everything's okay in the world. We got 16 moons. We can get out of here. Good. Yeah, everything's great. All right. That's that. That's that. Hey, Krilo. I mean, I'm not worried that Garfield's game is going to be difficult. I'm hoping that's not a worry that I would have to have for Garfield games in general. I'm expecting it to just be sort of goofy. Which is what I look for in a Garfield game, to be fair. There's still so much to do. I wish Luncheon came earlier in the run. Because this has been going on for a while, and I do think my lines are bad. But you are forced into Luncheon Kingdom in this bingo, to be fair. So I was already sort of planning to be a bit long. But I think in this Metro Kingdom, I just need to do the outfit room and slots. So it's not too bad. This first part of Metro is just Metro. I think it really is just gonna... That felt wrong, yeah. It's gonna depend on how snow goes, I think. I haven't struggled with this in a while. There we go. I swear to God, I did not know there was a ledge there, if I'm being honest. I'm happy that worked out. I don't think I needed that wall jump there with how that jump went, but that's okay. Gosh dang Goombas. Too powerful. Okay, please be nice. There we go. It's always a little spooky. I feel like I'm getting better at this place. And that is to say, never say anything and let the tower just simply lay where it is, because otherwise you'll fall down like that and then everything is sad. But I do feel like at least the start part of it, I'm starting to understand, which is nice because it's the worst. I'm still a bit too scared of doing the quick jump in this place. That would just worked out. Life is good. Everything's okay again. Okay. Once again. So you can hit 3 sections of this room at a time, but it does require aiming. And I'll be honest, if I could use the patented Switch 2 mouse controls, which I'll tell you what, I have not tested, this fight will be a million times easier. The issue with the Switch 2 mouse controls is that you have to use Joy-Cons, and I love my comfortable controllers. I was in the wrong spot there. Uh-oh, that's not good. I destroyed the fireballs, which, as we all know, means that's when he goes into this phase. This fight is so awkward because you kind of need to walk as far away from the building as possible. So he starts shooting those fireballs at you, and then while the fireball's in the air, he's vulnerable. And then when the last fireball hits the floor, that's when he goes into his invulnerability state. And I hate all of it, and I want this fight to be over. And that's what we call a 3 cycle. I wonder what lines other people are gonna do for this. 3 cycle? More like free cycle. Yeah. You're right. You right. But ideally you get a 2 cycle. I need to look up what the actual route is for Seaside Kingdom one of these days, because in this run there is nothing to do in Seaside except for just getting out of there. And ideally I would know where to go. Come on. Yep, okay, we're leaving. That's fine. We're not going into the girder. We didn't want that. There's a cool strat with the bike you can do for this moon. I don't know how much time it saves, but it looks fun. But you need to hold the controller upside down to do it. And I haven't gotten it to work, but one day, one of these days, it'll be in the run. Because you end up, like, you sit on the bike, and then when you hold the controller upside down, and then lean when you hit that moon into it, you sort of just weirdly clip through it, and it's great. It's good stuff. I need to get slots. Apparently you can just do a spin throw here as well, instead of whatever it is I do here. Never tried it. I need to try that at some point. Anyway, that's 2 slot moons. Bloop. And then after that, everything is going to be... That was... No, it worked out. That looked a bit far away, but it was fine. After that, we're gonna do snow and do a bunch of nonsense. Which is exciting. Surprised that worked out, but I'll take it. Oh no. Oh no. Long jump. There's a thing you can do there where you ground pound the top of that and then you just roll out. But it's tricky. It's tricky. Now, this has gone wrong almost every single time lately. Can I do this in like a few tries instead of 100? Yes. Apparently, yes, it's possible. Life is good again. It's just a day of good life. We long for those. Unfortunately, this also counts as a outfit room because normally you need the builder outfit. I want to say it's the builder outfit. I honestly don't remember which outfit you need for it. Because I haven't seen anyone use the outfit to get into this room in I don't know how long. So it's an outfit, and that's good, because it means that we're done with this goal in a second, wherever it is. That one. Whee! I'm a little annoyed that I didn't get that first girder moon. I was kind of hoping it would just sort of work out somehow. But I'm going to be 1 moon short. So I'm going to end up having to still grab that moon in a second, and it feels bad. It feels bad. That's okay, though. Beyond that, this sort of went fine. Did everything I needed to do, and now I can leave. But this does feel a little silly. Okay, so snow gets complicated because I want to do a trick that I practiced for a while and it was kind of consistent, but like not super consistent. So we're gonna see how this is gonna work out. I feel it'll be okay. I also feel like I get now why I didn't do the route that's like column 4, because it is just a bunch of extra stuff, whereas with this one I'm gonna basically do most of those things anyway. The other diagonal might be better, I just didn't want to get 8 shot moons, it's just sort of boring. There's a lot of ways to do this one. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say I do need to do something in Seaside, but no, that's... I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not even getting Captain Toad and Snow this time. Very much just hoping that the thing I'm gonna try to do works out. I also probably don't even need this, but... it's on the way. Okay. So this is where things get a bit weird. After this... well, maybe not after this next one. If I do this trick right, which I haven't practiced or known about until slightly before I started this. Yeah, this... I don't understand how it works. There's a way to clip through that wall by grabbing that moon, and I don't get it. I saw a video of it. I didn't try it. And here we are. But now we're going to try to do this. Just like... hey! There we go. Actually worked! Consider me shocked. Consider me shocked that that worked right in one try. Because I was ready to fail that repeatedly. If I'm being fully honest. So, I'll take that. That's fine. I'm shocked about that, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not, like, that difficult to do. It's just that once you destroy those boxes, you can't do it again. You get the one shot while the boxes are still in place. And then if you fail it, your option are either tricks that I couldn't manage to do, or going into the shop to get the boxes back again. Because that's the only way you can respawn them. Because going into a different room doesn't cause a sufficient enough loading zone. Anyway, this is a rare one. I haven't done this on stream ever. I'm not particularly good at it, but it's in the game. You get to be a little rolly boy and bounce around. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I don't know what the best strategy for this is. I've seen people do it. But it's kind of impossible to lose, so I think we're good either way. I say it's impossible to lose. It's probably possible to lose this, but I mean, even like they didn't catch up on me, and that was round 1. It's pretty much just bouncing off of ledges, but you get to be a little roly boy, and that is always good. Yeah. I think I'm nearly lapping that one. So this is fun, because I think this messes with story moons, because you're not meant to be in that room immediately. And this is going to give me the triple moon, which is also going to get rid of all the snow. It's going to do a bunch of stuff in Snow Kingdom. But one of the goals that is on this board as well is to get 3 snow story moons. And usually you have to do, like, there's a boss in one of the rooms. You need to collect moon shards, stuff like that. And all that stuff is just sort of done. And I think the moons are just there now. They just sort of float around. So it does help out. It's just that it's a bit of a weird little detour that you have to make. But the main reason why I did this was for this guy. Well, for this guy and also for that painting in the distance. Because one of the goals that we have is 4 checkpoints in Cascade. And unfortunately, one of them is high up in the sky. And I don't feel like learning tricks that require a second controller. So we're doing it the long way around. But here, in a second, is a checkpoint. I need to see my map real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're good. I don't need the moon. The moon's irrelevant. That is 4 Cascade checkpoints, and it is long and tedious. Do I just... It takes a while before you can warp after using a warp painting. Which is strange. Anyway, I need 3 story moons to get out of snow. I'll be honest, I don't know what the fastest ones are, but I'm just gonna enter rooms. I want to say it's probably this one and the other ones. That's a pretty good description of what the rooms are. I also need a 4th moon, to be fair, so I might just get an extra one in one of the rooms. I hope you're all enjoying these descriptions. Because it really gives away what I'm trying to do here. Like, normally Rango's here, the long boy, and now it's just a moon. And normally a cutscene plays after you grab one of the moons that shows part of the door opening, and I think that's also just gone. Like, all of that's just gone now, which is lovely. That's that. I think I will just go in here. I don't know if this is optimal, but there is one moon that's just so on the way for this one. Which this might slow it down a little bit. It's not too bad. That moon's not there. Interesting. I kind of thought all the story moons would immediately be there, but I guess not. It doesn't take particularly long to get it, but... unless you do that, though. Okay. I'm gonna go to the other rooms. I don't want to do this room anymore. I have my reasons. I need to get a 3rd story moon anyways. I might as well go to this side. And I want to say the other rooms are quicker. I know one of them is. Because you just jump to the other side. Yeah, there's no moon shards here now. Whereas normally you have to grab 5 moon shards to spawn the moon, but now it's just a fun little room. I feel like this is definitely faster than the other room. Getting the other moon in here, probably also faster than the one I ended up going for, but... I don't know these things. This is a long bingo, actually. Like, I knew it was going to be longer than the other one, but I didn't expect it to be this much longer, if I'm being honest. I also don't know if you can make that jump to that platform from that side. You probably can. I feel like that's probably possible, but that's okay. Anyway, Seaside. There is nothing going on in Seaside, so we're just going to do it and leave. And after that is luncheon, and thus we can end the game, which is lovely. But it is definitely one of the longer bingos I've done in a while. And I will say, most likely my lines are to blame. I think as far as horizontal lines go, I think the second row is probably better, if I'm being honest, but you know, what are you gonna do? In terms of diagonals, I'm actually not sure. I think this diagonal is fine. The upside of the other diagonal is that it also puts a shiny goal in the way, which means that you have a shiny goal that you can do, which this horizontal line that I have right now is very much just for the purpose of having a shiny goal. I will say, should have probably done row 3. Hang on, I wasn't really looking at the screen anymore. I was just looking at the bingo board. This game's so much fun. When you jump up a mountain like that, it just feels so good. Because normally you have to capture something and you fly all the way up, but once you just sort of realize you can just do whatever you want as Mario, it opens up just such a whole new world for this game, and it just feels so good to move around. Don't know how they did it, but they managed it. Where's fish? I think at this point I grab a fish. I haven't done this kingdom in a while, if I'm being fully real and honest. Which might be obvious. I haven't done this kingdom in quite a while, actually, yeah. Most of the bingos I've been doing have stopped before this point. Most of anything I've been doing has stopped before this point, really. I'm not gonna get a chestnut. Let's just grab the fish. Don't know if this is the best fish, but it's the best fish for me at this moment. I am very lost. If that was not obvious, good God, I am all over the place right now. There's an enemy there. I was trying to be fancy. It didn't work out. We're leaving this place. There is a hole somewhere in the wall here. Yeah, there we go. Got it. I feel like I've never seen this kingdom before. That's okay. This is how it usually goes once I reach this place, to be fair. It's one of the most obvious weak points in the run for me that I really need to work on. Dory, get over here. I was too slow. Now you're all the way over there. There's so many moons in this place as well. There's one. I also don't really remember how to do the fish clip, which is worrying me a little. Was that good enough? I don't know if it was. It was, huh? Because it's like pretty close to here, but I don't really remember. I think it's here, right? That doesn't seem right. I think if I do that a bit better, it'll probably work. Yeah, there you go. It's a time save. Come on. Yeah, this I really need to, like, at some point just spend a day on the, like, later kingdoms in the run. I have been practicing for once, though. Like, I have actually been learning things like that snow clip. I didn't know how to do that until today. But there is more after Snow Kingdom. And I do need to become a little bit more comfortable with all that stuff. Anyway, luncheon. Need to get 2 story moons, 1 multi-moon, 6 sub-area moons. And slots. And then we're done. I will say with the other diagonal, like either way, you have to get the multi-moon. I think, no, that's not right. With the other diagonal, you'd have to do the multi-moon, but with the choices I've made, I also have to do the multi-moon, is more the thing. I feel like a lot of the roads lead to the multi-moon, but I don't have to do the whole thing. I just have to mostly focus on story moons and sub-areas. Which is nice, because I don't ever feel comfortable with this starting section of Luncheon. And if I can just go immediately into the boss, then I don't have to worry about the start of the kingdom. Plus, I have to actually fight this boss, because that's what gives you one of the story moons. I like the sound Spew it makes. If ever I came out of a hat, I would like to go bleh as well. I also didn't really make the connection until now that rabbits are coming out of a hat in a magician kind of way. A surprising amount of, I guess all of them hide in their hats, huh? Yeah. I guess that is kind of a thing that does happen. And somehow that never clicked with me until now. Except for Madame Brutal, I suppose. She doesn't go into her hat. But here we have sub-area 1 of 3. Which I'm sure will go flawless. We're never gonna touch the lava. Okay, yep. Technically, it still counts as not having touched the lava. I'm calling that a win. It was very close. She goes into her chain. Well, the chain chomp kind of goes on her head. And then she becomes a robot. It's a weird system, but that's how it goes with rabbits. I've seen it happen. Cool. Oh, you can just do that, huh? Anyway, slots. I wanna try the spin jump because this run is, let's be honest, it's been going on a while, so let's just actually try and have a little bit of fun here. And just be like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, that was good. I certainly hit that cactus. I think it works differently. I know that there is a strat you can do where you do a spin jump or a spin throw. Oh, we're done with slots. And then you just sort of hit everything. But I don't think it was that. I also saw someone do this, which is much easier than the weird nonsense I've been trying to do for this jump. It really is a lot easier than what I was doing. Because I was trying this weird long jump where you go all the way around. And it really wasn't consistent at all. It kept going wrong. And apparently you can just jump up there. This will be the second story moon. I'm trying to find sub areas. I'm just looking around, trying to find where they are. And I know there's like spinning athletics, I think it's called. It's like slightly further up ahead, but I know there's another one, which is this awful lava bubble sub area where you just sort of jump around lava. And I hate it. What is that pan doing in my camera? Is it here? Let's say it's this way. I think I need a lava bubble to go there. Or this just works. Yeah. This just works. Cool. I knew it was there, I just couldn't figure out how to reach it. Never mind, this is not the sub area I was thinking of. Oh no. Yeah. Oh god, that's a spin throw. Did not intend to spin throw. I don't even know how I managed to do a spin throw there, if I'm being honest. This sub area is not too bad. I need a little bit more practice with it, but it certainly isn't as bad as the one I was thinking of. That's 4. Also, I did this, I guess. So that's good. Should have just worked out. Where am I? There I am. We're good. Okay, good. So far, so good. Haven't died yet. Not dying in this room is a win, as we say in the spinning athletic business. This room is scary. Because that room is scary. It's how it goes. I want the confidence to jump around like that. But the only way to get that is by playing the video game. Good God. Well, good news is we're at 5 out of 6 sub-area moons, so if I do feel like I'm just gonna give up on this one, good, bro, I mean. Because playing without Cappy in this game is one of the more miserable experiences. But I get it. I get why they would. But my god, you lose a safety net. You lose such a safety net upon not having a hat to jump on top of. Where even? There's a sub area right there. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of with the lava bubble, and maybe that is the one I should just be going for when I have the goal of 6 sub areas in luncheon, because it is kind of rough. I just don't love spinning athletics either, but I also don't love the lava bubble one, so there's really no good options and everything's bad. But once I figure out how to do those things, I guess it also doesn't really matter which one of them. We did it! This might be the longest bingo I've ever done. Oh my god. I don't know when this cutscene ends. I think that's probably fine. I would say the moon has counted at this point. Oy, oy, oy. That was a big one. That was a big bingus. But we did it. I want to reevaluate these lines, because that was very long. I will say, 8 shot moons probably definitely faster than the diagonal I did. I just didn't want to do shot moons. Because getting coins for shot moons very easy. It also gives you a shiny goal immediately. Having said that, it kind of sucks. If I did like this horizontal, I wouldn't have to deal with Talkatoo either. And I'd still have a shiny goal. I'd have the 2 key moons. 14 luncheon moons is 2 extra moons where I'm at right now. Compared to the 6 Talkatoo moons, which absolutely would have been, yeah. And I wouldn't have needed to get 16 moons in Lost, which also took quite a while. So like, let's say I did that, and is there a vertical line that I could have done that was better? Because 5 Captain Toad moons is a bit rough, but also if I do this... If I do this horizontal and then also have the Talkatoo moons, maybe that's actually not too bad. But also I don't like Talkatoo. I don't think I have the full game knowledge to do Talkatoo moons. So let's say I did this and then did this. Because to get the 16 Lost moons, I also got Lost Captain Toad, and then I only need 2 more. The one in Cascade's really quick. The one in Lake's kind of awful, but it's also like not that difficult to get. Am I gonna do this one more time? Just to see? Because I'm a little curious. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna do new board. Reset current board. Reveal. Alright, so if I were to do this, I do this. What if I do the other diagonal? Because it is at least very different if I do the other diagonal. But 8 shot moons is so boring. There is that as an issue. I'm gonna try this. I will still need to get Peace and Snow. I will still need to do most of what I did in Snow again, really. But I won't have to do 16 Lost Moons. But if I do the other diagonal... then I can't do this horizontal, to be fair. Because then I will have 2 shiny goals and that doesn't work. But say I did like this. And... I don't know, like this one. This doesn't seem that bad, and it seems a lot better than what I did. Even though 8 shot moons, most boring thing in the world, it would be doable. I just want to see what the difference is. Hopefully it doesn't take like an hour and 20 minutes again. Final run. Just to have a go. Ugh. So what? When does stuff start? Oh wait, no, I still need to do. Hang on. No, this doesn't. Hang on. This sort of doesn't avoid what I was trying to avoid. Not like that. Because I was kind of trying to avoid the all regionals in 2 kingdoms as well. Hmm. I'm realizing there's not really a way where I can do this board where yeah, this goal kind of sucks. Well, what are you gonna do? That's okay. I think I'm good. I think I'll actually just end it here because I don't really feel like. I don't want to. It's too long. It's too much work. It's too much work. I think I'll just call it there. So, unless I like see a line here, but I don't think I do. Nah, I don't feel like it. It is what it is. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everyone. And next time, I don't know what next time is yet, but we'll see what we do then. I hope to see y'all there. Bye bye.